or rather A and E, those are actually your deployment areas for that was kind of funny. Oh, I killed myself. That sucks. Not exactly the start I wanted. It's pretty bad when you kill yourself during a walkthrough, but you know, that's how we roll here at theawfulgamer.com. Maybe I'll use a helicopter idiot. What's up, everybody? Back with you again today. It's your boy Panic Knife with theawfulgamer.com, and today I'm going to be bringing you a brand new walkthrough on the brand new Back to Karkand map, Wake Island. And this might be my favorite map in all of the DLC, so I hope you guys enjoy. The first thing you'll notice is that it's a little bit different than you will see on the consoles. Now, the reason for that is, and I'm going to use the jet mostly just to get over to the island, I think. The reason is essentially that this is a 32-player map, and the maps that you get like on the consoles are, well, 24-person. So the first thing you'll notice is that these first 2 points, A and B, or rather A and E, those are actually your deployment areas for that was kind of funny. Oh, I killed myself. That sucks. Not exactly the start I wanted. It's pretty bad when you kill yourself during a walkthrough, but you know, that's how we roll here at theawfulgamer.com. Maybe I'll use a helicopter idiot. So I'm going to move my way over to the first deployment zone and take it because I'm a boss, and also because there's nobody on the map with me. But I'll go up to A. The first thing you'll notice is that it is basically a boomerang-shaped island, and more or less what you're going to be doing is trying to take C as the U.S., because if you take C, newsflash, Russia, that's called airfield for a reason, Russia doesn't have any more ways to launch air support. And I didn't realize that at first, and I went to, you know, go and play a game and noticed, well, hey, they're not getting any points. Or rather, you know, it's not spawning in with any more jets, because, you know, all I do is walk around and try to steal jets and all that kind of crap. I'll take the point mostly just so I can respawn here when I die. I'm not going to say if I die, because I probably will die again. So we're going to twiddle our thumbs here. Shoot at the lights. You could do that in the campaign, man. I wish I could shoot down the lights. I'd be a boss. Look at those freaking missiles, man. Shit's blowing up all around me. I don't know. Got a tank. But yeah, you'll start out in your deployment with tanks. You'll start out with buggies. Obviously, you saw that we have choppers. We have both attack choppers and scout choppers. And actually, I think it is an attack and scout. There's also, it's possible that I might be wrong about that, and one of them might be just one of those transport choppers with the gunners on the side. But I'm not entirely sure about that. You know, fucking shoot me. I don't know everything. So these islands, it's basically an archipelago of 3 islands. The islands are connected by bridges. Most people will probably, you know, fight through the deployment areas, go from, you know, straight from E and A up to D and B. Now, what I would highly recommend is make it your goal to take C as early as possible if you're the U.S. And likewise, if you're Russian, you notice C going out, you need to double on that friggin' objective, because without air support, it's going to be really hard to win this game. As you've probably noticed just looking at it, it's a very flat map. You know, there's not a lot of buildings. There are some buildings, but there's not a lot of buildings. So what you're going to end up doing is getting sniped. You're going to get hit by, you know, tanks, because there's tanks all over the place. It feels, oh god, that hurt. It feels like there's only 1 or 2, but trust me, there are, you know, it feels like they're all over the place, because it's not as large as it feels. If you go 64 player, this map can feel pretty gigantic. In, you know, a smaller game like this with 24 players, it's not nearly as big, and quite frankly, this is such a freaking lamer thing to do too, is to take C right off the bat. But if you can't use those choppers and the jets with air-to-ground missiles to take down somebody's tanks and that sort of thing, you get a huge advantage. So first objective I would recommend taking, especially if you have if you can load guys up into one of those transport choppers on the carrier, load them up onto that transport chopper and get the hell over to C right away. You're obviously going to need an engineer, probably 2 engineers. That would be the smartest thing, because what you could do, one engineer with the SAM missiles and one engineer with the vehicle missiles. But yeah, this is D, which is actually, I think, C in the console version. It's down here on more or less the port area. It's a low elevation area. You're gonna have people looking up at you from the top over there. It's not terribly defensible. Just hide pretty much. So what you're not gonna necessarily be getting sniped from all over the place, although those hills, whenever you see a hill on top of these islands, it tends to create pretty decent points of fire, and I'm gonna drive this buggy up there to give you kind of a hint about how to take somebody down when you're taking D. This presents you a good opportunity to look down at D. Obviously they can go around that building over there, but if they're sitting here capping, bam, easy shot. So as we walk back around, you'll notice that's where the deployment is over there. It's pretty straightforward though. You've got a lot of points like this where you get cross shots across the island. If you've got a good, the 12x sniper scope or something like that, it's very difficult to see you, very difficult to hit. Now that you're gonna, the eye in the sky is gonna crush you a couple times, no matter what, especially if you're driving a vehicle. I can't tell you how many kills I got with the TV missiles and that sort of thing when I was playing earlier. It was actually kind of funny because I hadn't really leveled that thing up all that much, the attack chopper, but we were in one chopper almost the entire game because we were taking down choppers with the with those TV guided missiles. We were going and hovering around the cap points, just taking down anybody who tried to capture them. And trust me, without any buildings in this area, when you've got a vehicle going through this road, especially because there's really no other way to go besides the road, you can go in on the beach, but good luck getting up the cliff face. You can climb it, you can't really drive it very well, and the accuracy of driving is especially important when you're trying to capture C, for example. When you're rolling up there with a tank, good luck getting it in here and then getting it back out. I can't tell you how many times people would come up to me with the repair tool and take down my tank because I was sitting here, couldn't move, couldn't train my guns downward. Yeah, drop shot, bitch. But you couldn't do anything with that. This is obviously the biggest, most important choke point in the game, especially considering it disables jets, but also because it's probably the only cramped area you've got in this whole thing. So there's 2 levels. Obviously you can shoot down on... I lied. Remember the time I lied? That was cool. There's just a lot of debris, a lot of vehicles, all that kind of stuff where you can get angles at guys when they're trying to plant, and those walls come down. So the FYI, don't think that just because you're inside they're not going to be able to take you out, because most of the time you're going to be taken out by the tank, and the tanks are what we had to worry about in the first place. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This is probably my favorite map of the new ones, mostly because I'm a pilot, but also because, the spread out nature of it, combined with the fact that it's actually quite cramped in certain spots, it presents a good mix of things that will pretty much make multiple groups of people happy. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know that our Gulf of Oman video is getting a good play. Check out that one and my video response to my own video, because I found out on the console there are 2 versions of Gulf of Oman. So if you check that one out, definitely check out the second one. Anyway, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. That really helps us a lot. So does adding it to your favorites, and subscribe. Anyway, with theawfulgamer.com, this is your boy Panic Knife, and I am out.